Hey, little girlie, oh, where are you headed? Well, I had this little vision. I put all alone together, and I've been walking. I've been walking in the desert. Well, I've been walking till I find that happy weather. Oh, we must. Oh, we must. I kick the stones as the cars pass by, for I live in the present.
About community development in Dubai, is there enough being done, or is it starting to develop more in the expat community?
I think so, expat and the local community as well, and I think corporate companies are taking part in this whole, in as many ways as they can. They might not have their own CSR arm, but I know companies that have volunteer programs, and they encourage their teams to go out and do these things. Well, if you talk to Al-Noor and a few of these organizations, special needs, I think special needs is a big thing here. The special needs schools, which actually go out where they actually need funds, and the corporate community gets involved in trying to raise these funds. Event companies do a lot to try and in their events include the community angle to the whole event, and in effect, you know, the special needs school benefit. So I think, yes, there is more and more of it happening, and I think with the humanitarian city being here and them raising funds for organizations worldwide, the Gulf for Good, I think it's going out, it's happening within Dubai, and it's going out of Dubai to the world. Every time there's a war situation in the region, I think the community comes together, events take place, and people do contribute. Whether it's right from giving your old clothes and food packets to be sent out to places, even universities take part, schools take part, so much they do. I think when there is a crisis, they come together, especially if it's in the Arab region.
And from a CSR perspective, I mean, you allow kids from special needs schools or lots of different charity partners just to come in, give them canvases and paint, right?
Yes, and I think these things just happen very naturally. As I was telling you earlier, we never sort of sat down to think, what are we going to do for the community? You know they need money, they can't afford it. I think painting is like a right.
Sure.
You know, it's a human
like
right.
Music, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's a human right, just like music. Everyone should have access to it, and it shouldn't be very expensive to do. And unfortunately, our supplies do cost a lot of money. And only the ones who can afford it, except for the ones who just sort of naturally have a talent, or besides, you know, even the poor kids who start drawing and sketching from a very early age, that they would find any scrap of paper and they'd start drawing. You know, except for those, the others who can't afford it, and for special needs kids, where it actually relaxes them. You know, children with autism, children are very hyper, have, you know, social disorders, behavioral problems. For them, this is something that extremely relaxes them. They express themselves. What they pick up and they learn, they translate it on canvas. So it tells you about, you know, for teachers, they learn something about their children. The parents learn something about the children. The parent, you know, a lot of these special needs organizations, they work with the families, because it's not about just teaching the child. It's about the parents accepting that their children can be part of the community. So it's amazing. There are so many groups, smaller groups like the special needs families groups, so many little outbursts from the larger organizations, where in the summer and throughout the year they do extracurricular activities for the kids. And that's why they come here and they say, let us paint, and their ultimate goal is to have a center, is to buy supplies, to buy toys for their kids, to maybe even medical support for these children. So you know they need a lot of money, and the amount of money it costs for each child for medical support plus training through the year is a lot more than the average child. Probably equals to some of the more expensive schools here per child. So, you know, at that point you're just like, it doesn't even occur to you that you should charge them. In fact, they come here, they paint, and they sell that art to raise money for their centers. Most of the time it's sort of a silent auction, and money is raised, and every penny goes to the center. And I've had a great response. Whenever I've sent a newsletter out saying that, guess who, the special needs so-and-so school is going to be in Jam Jar painting, I've had people write back and say, can we volunteer? You know, so just people, random people obviously on our database who come here and painted, or they're artists, and they want to be part, and they want to actually sit with the child and mentor him. Without knowing how to deal with the child, with the teachers, you know, you have to be very sensitive about these children. We don't know which color what turns them off. We don't know. So they're willing to sit and work with the teacher of that child and give them ideas, and give the teacher ideas to see how they can, you know, what they can paint a very beautiful piece which somebody would love to buy.
Sure.
So I think that response to me is just.
You have an event with Munzil.
Yes.
Tell us about Munzil.
We're in the process of setting up a roadshow for them, which means the paintings that were made at the Jam Jar, or even on their own, become part of a roadshow that goes to all the malls in the summer, so that people basically can do silent bids on these paintings and they can sell it. And again, Munzil raises money for their center.
Okay.
So this is something they did last year, quite successfully. It'd be nice for them to get more funds, because a lot of effort goes into coordinating with malls and their paintings and the easels and all the supplies that go around it, and the volunteers that actually sit in the malls manning these stalls purely for no money at all.
So anyone from a CSR perspective that wants to get in contact with you, just go to the website. What's the email address?
Or they can just contact us on jamjar@emirates.net.